Right, hello everyone, and welcome to this new football vlog on the YouTube channel. So today is Saturday the 25th of February 2023, and today I've got Doncaster Rovers versus Bradford City in League 2 at the Eco Power Stadium. So for this game, Doncaster Rovers are currently in 10th place and Bradford City are currently 8th. With us, my team is Doncaster Rovers. With us, we recently lost 2-0 away at Sutton. But before that, we had won the last 3 in a row. I were at all of these games, and yeah, a real shame because we've been playing well. We played well in the first half. It was pretty even first half, and then we just never really got into it in the second half, to be honest with you. Sutton were miles a better team. They kind of just sussed us out. We always seem to struggle against the strong physical teams, and that was the case against Sutton. So, like I say, hopefully we could pull it back against Bradford, but I know they are a very similar team. And I think we could play a bit better football than Sutton as well. So I think it's going to be a very, very tough game for us. As for Bradford City, they recently lost at home 1-0 to Barrow last Saturday. Before that, they'd won the last 2, and then they had a real mixed bag of results before that. They had quite a few draws, a few defeats, and a few wins as well. So pretty mixed form, to be fair, but they are apparently looking really good at the minute. And also they've got our former players, Brad Allardyce, right back, and Adam Clayton, who took over his contract from us in January. So we'll probably be looking to put a good performance in against us, his old team. So it should be a good game. For the prediction, I'm going to go with a 1-0 win to Bradford. Yeah, I think it's going to be a real tough game for us, and I think they might just nick it. So I'm looking forward to the game. Bradford's supposed to bring in 4,000 fans, so it should be a good atmosphere. They'll probably have more than us, to be honest with you. So let's fast forward to later on and get to some pre-match.
It's like a show of strength.
What are you drinking? We got all Six Nations some sweet thing as well.
Yes.
Look around there.
I used to come round on my dinner time sometimes.
Yeah, I've done it before me out when I was at JD. Just about to go, got a pint and then meat potato pie. Let you know how it goes at the end of the video. Right. Fair play to Bradford fans. Got a fair few today. 25 minutes gone, still 0-0. Bradford's had better chances so far, but pretty poor game to be fair. Still 0-0. What? Oh, yeah, it's what's it called? Vertigo, yeah. One! Oh! Come on! Get out! One! Okay, twin! Well. Come on! One! Oh! Come on, Daddy! Not boring. Half time, Rovers 0, Bradford 0. Sorry for the lack of updates, but literally nothing has happened. So let's hope the second half's better and let's get straight into it. So at half time, it was Doncaster Rovers 0, Bradford City 0. And as you can tell from that mini one I did at half time, it was a shocking game of football for the first half. That's from both teams as well, not just from Donny. Game a few chances, both teams created very little, and yeah, it wasn't a good game to watch. It were pretty dull, very few chances, and yeah, not good from either team, which is why you saw very few footage and why I'm going to keep this extremely brief. So, not much else to say on it, to be honest with you. I wish I could say more, but honestly, that about sums it up. So what we'll do, we'll go into the second half now, but before that, let's check out half-time catering. See if you can guess what score I'm going to give it just by this clip alone. Catering. Usual Rovers. Right, so this is for 300 pints. My dad came down on the 41st minute. It's 5 minutes into injury time, and he's right there. Says it all. 10 minutes into half time. Still waiting for a pre-ordered pint. This happens every week. It's absolutely shocking. 5 minutes of half time to go, and we're finally at the front. Part time, right? So I've just got a pint from catering, and Bradford literally coming out back onto the pitch. Absolutely appalling. Yep. So 10 minutes gone. We've just finished our pint at half time. Absolutely shocking catering. You know what score we're going to get. 6 minutes gone, still 0-0. Both teams cancelling each other out really. Not the best of games. Yeah, not the best of the starts of the half, but let's see what. Go on. Get away! Bloody hell, good save, Mitchell. Get up! Fuck me. Too easy. Fuck's sake. Fucking corner again. We've had a shot. Come on. Get to him. Fucking hell. Still. That's too easy. Fuck me. One. We'll get up. Absolutely terrible. All-time Rovers 0, Bradford 1. Absolutely shocking. Drowning the sorrows.
with the spicy sauce.
What a shite performance. So at full time, it was Doncaster Rovers 0, Bradford City 1. Yeah, just a horrible game, not a good game. To be fair to Bradford, they did look better in the second half. We just never got going. It was very similar to Sutton last week. We didn't really come out the second half, and they kind of came out. I think they kind of sussed us out a bit, and yeah, they just played a lot better than us. To be honest with you, we just looked very lacklustre, especially up front. Played it around all right, but like I say, that final third. Ultimately, I think Miller needs some help up there. I think just playing him on his own, he's got no support. He does a lot of good. I quite like Miller. I feel a bit sorry for him. I think he does a lot of stuff like the dirty work. But to me, he ends up being, because he's up front on his own, he ends up being dragged too deep for me. So then, like, there's a few instances like at Swindon. To be fair, he did assist for goal, but it should be him who's on the end of that ball that he's playing him, and not Molyneux. So I think we need two up front, and hopefully, I hope that we do, but I can't see Schofield changing it. It seems very stubborn to stick to his style. You just feel like teams eventually just like suss you out, and then they can just get the upper hand on you, which I think Sutton and Bradford both did quite a bit in the second half, because like I say, we went in at half time, pretty even game, both of them, and then second half they came out and just outplayed us, to be honest with you. But fair play to Bradford, 4,000 fans behind goal. Made a lot of noise, especially when they scored. Quite quiet for the first half, but then, like I say, second half really made us censored, and yeah, fair play to him. It'll probably the biggest crowd we'll get all season, so fair play to Bradford. So yeah, that's a game that I'm going to be very quick to try and forget about. But anyway, let's move on to the grading. So obviously, I'm a season ticket holder at Rovers. I've been 15 years, so I'm going to try and keep it as unbiased as I can. Obviously, I know a lot more. This is like just from one match, but I know a lot more kind of what it's like for other matches. So I'm going to kind of do a bit of both. It's going to be kind of based on that match and kind of based on what I think in general as well. So let's start with pre-match. And To be fair, I think Rovers is pretty good for pre-match. I think it's good, but could be better. It's one of them. There's plenty to do around the stadium itself. The Bellevue Bar, it weren't open for away fans today. I think this is just because they brought 4,000, but usually it is open for home and away fans. And there's also like Beefeater pub, which is away friendly. There's plenty of food places, Mackey's, KFC, Pizza Hut, absolutely loads. We're in a short distance of the stadium, and it's also not too far away from the town centre, the city centre now. So it's pretty accessible to get to there. So overall, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5 rating. Main reason for that is I have been to better, and I think there's a lot more room for improvement. For example, Bellevue Bar, it's a fantastic space. I just think there could be a lot more done with it. I think we could have like maybe a gazebo outside, and just get some like local live acts on and stuff like that, because I know a lot of like love to be involved with the club and stuff like that. So, or DJ or anything like that, just to get a bit of atmosphere. If it's raining, like I say, you've got the gazebo, so you're undercover. Yeah, I just think more could be done, but it's pretty good in the whole, so I'd give it a 3.5. Next up, we've got catering. I think you can guess what I'm going to say here. It's going to get a 1 out of 5. I'd give it a 0, but the pie didn't taste too bad, to be fair. But yeah, it's the biggest complaint the club's just had in general. Week in, week out, people complain about it all the time, and it's shocking, because if you're a club, you want to be making money from it. You want to be getting people in and out, having a good experience with it, because then they're more likely to buy stuff for football when they go back. No, it's shocking. I mean, we pre-ordered a pint, which means basically you shouldn't have to queue. You've got a token, and you take that up, and they'll swap it for a pint because you've already paid for it. We were in back queue for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So we bought it before we went up to our seats, just before kickoff. And then my dad actually came down 5 minutes before half time, which, you know, if you're wanting a beer and you've pre-ordered it, you shouldn't have to do that anyway. Anyway, queue for a pre-ordered pint for 20 minutes. That is disgraceful. And also, it's just been the same with anything. If you go with a regular queue, you're going to have to leave early, and even then you might not get up in time for the second half. The prices, what it says on the board is never what it actually is. They've had deals on where it's actually cheaper to buy it individually than actually use the deal. So yeah, you're getting a 1. It's shocking. Next up, we've got ground. So this is relative to the league we're in. So Rovers are in League 2. So we're not comparing it to like a Man City ground or something like that. For League 2, it's a very good ground, very good facilities. Like I say, no matter where you sit, you've got a decent view of the pitch. Sometimes the atmosphere can't be great. I'll get into that in the next section. But yeah, as a ground itself, very nice, very good facilities. So in relative to the league it's in, which is League 2, we're going to give this a 4 out of 5. Next up, we've got atmosphere. Today was actually a good day for atmosphere because, like I say, Bradford brought 4,000. That was the main reason. Usually it's pretty poor. Like I say, we've got a big end for the away supporters. But just because of the design of the stadium, it's quite hard to get an atmosphere going, I think, just with these like new ball stadiums. So it's not the best. Like I say, yesterday were a bit better. So overall, I'm going to rate it 2.5 out of 5 for this. Like I said, I've been to a lot worse, but it's not good. And finally, we've got the overall enjoyment of the day. I've actually really enjoyed going to home games more lately. Like making a day of it rather than just going to a match. Yeah, it's not bad. Yesterday the match was horrible. It was not a good match to watch. But the overall day was pretty good. Like I say, we're meeting at we meet in the Stirrup, which is in my local village in Rossington, get the bus over to the Cheswolds, then we'll walk around the lake to the Bellevue Bar and then go in. Like I say, we know a lot of people around here as well. So the overall enjoyment was pretty good. It was just, as per usual, the football that ruined it. So for overall enjoyment, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. So that gives Rovers a score of 14 out of 25. So that's it for this video. Next up, it should be on Wednesday night. We will be at Handsworth versus Garford Town, the quarterfinal of the NCEL Cup. But until then, please like and subscribe. Let's get us to 700 subscribers as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later on.